Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. First live stream of 2024. And yeah, sadly, couple things that I do want to kind of point out. First of all, shout out to Archie Mobile. You guys may have seen him in your guys' live streams or on other people's live streams, and that's he's here, there, and everywhere. But a big shout out to him for the invite. Sadly, as it is, I've taken vacation in November, and I've taken vacation at the end of December. So I cannot take any more time out and head up to Vegas for CES. So those that are out there in Vegas right now, like, big shout outs to you guys, and hopefully you guys are having a fantastic time and you guys are linking up together and you guys are just having a blast. And you know what, maybe somewhere down the road in the future, maybe, that would be something that I would be able to experience with everybody that went. So shout outs to the CES crew out there, and enjoy your time out there and everything like that. So we'll get into that. Let me go and say my hellos. What's up, man? Joys of the San Joaquin Valley. Appreciate you for stopping by and being in here for the very first podcast. Now, for those, like B-Tech, I know B-Tech likes to collaborate, CV-Tech and all them. If you guys actually pop in before I end this live stream and you guys want to join up on, I'll DM you a link. You guys can join in and chat. Otherwise, it's just going to be... it's just going to be what it is. So let me respond to my lady real quick. She made it to work. She got called into work today, so I kind of feel bad because technically she was supposed to stay off on her vacation. So yeah, she had to go into work today. Other than that, okay, so like the title was talking about, basically, I'm just gonna get your guys' thoughts on what you guys are interested in for CES 2024. We're gonna talk a little bit about Boost Infinite and their Samsung Galaxy Access Forever plan, which is very similar to their iPhone Access. We'll talk a little bit about that. I'll kind of get into my thoughts about, AI possibly taking jobs. This is something that we definitely don't speak a lot about. So I just kind of want to cover that subject. The good sides of artificial intelligence and the downside, scary sides, all that stuff. And you know what? I may just throw up some stuff that I did with photography, just kind of show you guys a little bit about that. And it's pretty much like open discussion too. So you guys pretty much can control the tempo of today's podcast by just asking questions. Just pretty much doing that, and you guys are golden, right? We're not simulcasting anywhere else. So this is not on Twitter. This is not on Facebook. This is strictly on YouTube. I'll share out the links later for people to watch the replay. And if you are someone who's watching the replay, hashtag replay crew in the comments. So I know we were able to stop by and just chill for a little bit. There's all these dang SIM cards just laying around. Anyways, So let's go ahead and dive into the Boost Infinite. Spelled that wrong. Go ahead and dive into that, see if we have any information that can be pulled up on it. Access for Galaxy is what they're calling it. Okay. Hopefully my internet doesn't crap out on me like it did. Shout out to whoever used the QR code. I really appreciate that. Yeah, those donos go directly to me. YouTube takes no parts of it, just the reason why that I have it right up there. For you, if you guys want to use it, that's awesome. I really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much for that. Let's see. All right, let me go ahead and share the tab. There you have it. Yes, so Infinite Access for Galaxy is coming here soon. And they're going to launch this right at the Galaxy Unpacked event. So this is basically going to be Samsung's venture into sharing the Galaxy S24 series, as well as other services and products that Samsung plans to do throughout 2024. So also talking about One UI and whatever upgrades they're going to be adding into it. So a lot of information that's going to be shared at this Unpacked event. And it says right here, as you guys can see, Infinite Access for Galaxy is coming. Sign up and be the first to know when it's available. January 17th, 2024, live on Samsung.com. So, this absolutely makes sense, and I'll get into a little bit of that. But let's kind of just find out what Boost Infinite is going to be doing with this, right? So a new Galaxy on us at sign up, free upgrade to the latest Galaxy every year. So pretty much like the same things that we are. Do I still have? Yes, I still have my PayPal. It's still the same. Yes, that's a very good question, Titus. Well, I'll get into that here in a little bit. But yeah, so a new Galaxy on sign up, free upgrade to the latest Galaxy every year. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Powerful coverage from 3 major networks: Mexico and Canada talk, text, and data. Talk and text over 200 global destinations. So let me kind of just clarify this part right here. It's not talk or text in 200 global destinations. It's talk and text to over 200 global destinations. And I have to reiterate that, as some of you guys may know, I run the Boost Infinite group on Facebook. So not the actual Boost Infinite page that's owned by Dish. I have my own group specifically for those to really kind of just go in there and get some info from actual users of Boost Infinite. Titus is actually one of my moderators on there. So I really appreciate the work that he does, just being very active and engaging on the platform itself. So big shout out to Titus. Everyone, round of applause for Titus. But, we follow this pretty much closely. And so there was a person that was in there that, was literally upset that there was no international usage on Boost Infinite just yet. And I kept having to try to explain as patiently as possible that it's talk and text to 200 global destinations, not in, which means that there is no international usage just yet. And obviously T-Mobile is not going to allow Dish to have access to their partner agreements for international usage, say as what Google Fi has, right? So yeah, I just want to kind of clarify that. So it's texting from the United States to 200 global destinations, not using your services in 200 global destinations. Please keep that in mind. There is no international usage just yet. That has not rolled out to Boost Infinite yet. And I don't know how, how much do people think that Boost Infinite is? Not the pricing, but just how big they are. They are not that big. Okay, they may be just a few notches above Mobile X, but they're not that big just yet. Okay, they're not really packing it in like T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T has already done with years in the telco industry. So once they have a legitimate amount of customers to just kind of start building out more features given, then we'll probably start seeing. So, we'll start seeing some changes. We'll start seeing some maybe international usage add-ons, or maybe just even a plan that gives you international usage. Of course, it's not going to be $25 a month, right? Their base plan, unlimited talk and text, 30 gigs of high-speed data on the AT&T side, 35 gigs of high-speed data on the T-Mobile side. That will always stay $25. Okay, as far as the Dish side, or what they call Boost Wireless, which is basically their native 5G, I haven't seen any literature that says if it's 30 gigs, 35 gigs, 50 gigs, or truly unlimited. I don't know. Maybe the perks of getting a device that's compatible with the Boost Wireless connectivity, maybe it's fully unlimited, right? Maybe only deprioritized during congestion. Those types of things. I support my YouTube creators with YouTube Premium, like subscribe, share buttons. After my bills are paid, I do not have. No. I don't expect anyone to really donate anything, man. Like, some people do, some people want to, and if they don't want YouTube taking a part of it and they want it all to go to their creator, like, that's the reason why I have the links on top, like the QR codes. But I don't expect anybody to donate anything. Like, it's not something I'm saying, hey, donate because I have a reason behind it. My own personal stuff is my own personal stuff, and I don't share that on social media. So, but yeah, just liking, commenting, sharing, all that good stuff. It really helps. It really helps. Let's see, what else did you say? You might be able to do a CES live stream by being a co-host for Carlos or Ricky. I know where they live. Yeah, dude. I'm not so way outside of it. I know where people are and everything like that. Carlos and I haven't really spoken in a while. And so we're not on let me just kind of make this clear. We're not on bad terms, right? There's no beef between me and Carlos, so I don't want anyone thinking that there is. There's none, right? Carlos is cool as fuck, and you know what? He's doing his thing. We just don't talk periodically, right? He talks more with Sneed, he talks more with other people than he actually talks with me. So, I'm sure he's got that covered where he's got somebody that's his cameraman, part of his press pass, and they're going to be following him inside of CES. Ricky's doing his thing. You know what I mean? So I don't want to piggyback off of anybody, And I think the whole point was that everyone was planning on meeting up with each other this year at CES. That was really the thing behind it. So I really had no intentions of going inside CES and being inside. I was only going to go up to Vegas just, to meet up with Carlos and Ricky and, everybody else that showed up. If, Latrell was out there, I would meet up with him. Tech Right, if he's out there, I meet up with him, just to meet these people face to face, right? Because majority of them have not met me face to face. The only person that really has was Ray and Carlos. They actually came down from Vegas to come see me. So I've met them and hung out with them and had conversations with them face to face. But Sneed, I've never met face to face. If he was going to CES this year, this would have been the year that I would have met him if he went. I don't know if he did go or not. I didn't end up going. Same with Ricky. Same with everybody else that went. I would have met them. Latrell, I'd have met them face to face. But yeah, sadly not. Anyways, okay. Let's kind of just kick it back. Hey, what's up, Nguyen Deng? Welcome in. So pretty much the infinite access for Galaxy is pretty much the same as infinite access for iPhone. Everything pretty much seems about the same pricing too, right? So how it works: purchase infinite access for Galaxy, activate your new phone, enjoy unlimited wireless, get the latest Galaxy every year. Coverage powered by 3 networks. So now you know how it's basically just saying coverage powered by 3 networks. And they're not really emphasizing it all too much. I mean, it says it right here in smaller bullet points. Smart switching between 3 wireless networks, which they still have to work on. I know a lot of people that are reporting on the group page. People have been reporting that the smart switching is not as flawless as they make it seem, and that's unparalleled nationwide coverage. Yeah. If it was to work properly, you would be connecting to either one of those three networks, which would be Dish, T-Mobile, and AT&T. So, yeah. They said that they got your back. Support powered by real people, and they have all these FAQs, right? What is infinite access for Galaxy? Are there any hidden fees other than taxes and applicable local surcharges? What you see is what you get. Unlike most carriers, Boost Infinite provides transparent pricing, so you know exactly what you're being billed for. And so here's the thing about that. I want to take a moment to talk about that billing with Boost Infinite, and that is, it's kind of crazy because of the billing and the taxes and fees, right? Taxes and fees is not a significant amount, right? Like you go to Google Fi and you got to pay, $65 for the Unlimited Plus, and then you got to pay the taxes and fees and surcharges, right? And on Google Fi, $65. My bill on Google Fi comes out to $72.76, right? So that's like, like $7 and some change in taxes. Whereas on Boost Infinite, because I am paying $25 for the Infinite Access base plan, and then a $10 speed pass, that comes out to $35. So my monthly bill with taxes and fees and surcharges comes out to $35.36. Right? So the taxes and fees and surcharges is very minimal on Boost Infinite compared to something like Google Fi. So I find that to be a little bit strange. But you know what? I really would love, and I'm still looking into it. Even though I used to work for them and everything, I'm still looking into it as to exactly what they're doing that causes your bill to be a lot lower. I'm sure maybe somebody does know. If they may comment and say something. If not, then no. Now, to go off of what Titus said earlier, so it's pretty much this. Wonder if they're going to add eSIM with that. I think it's about time that they do. Okay, they have supported eSIM activations on iPhones for a while, especially after they got certification from Apple. Then eSIM had started to become even better. So, with that being said, this has to be the time that Boost Infinite launches not only just support for Galaxy, but also at the same time that they are able to, they are able to start activating Android devices with eSIM instead of having to wait to get a physical SIM in the mail. So that's there are some plus and minuses for eSIM. There are some pluses for physical SIM still. Like physical SIM, you can easily switch. I know with companies such as Mobile X is going to start charging a fee to switch your eSIM from one device to another, because they get a lot of people that come in and say like, hey, I activated with my iPhone 12. Let me switch it to my Pixel 7, and they do it frequently. And there are people who have genuine issues that need the help immediately, that expert care's focus is taken off of to do these eSIM swaps. So last I heard was that there was going to be one. I don't know, they could have changed their mind. Hopefully they change their mind, right? And hopefully they make it accessible to where you could do it yourself, right? That was probably one of my biggest things that I liked about Google Fi. eSIM swap was so easy. Just sign into the Google Fi app, download your eSIM to your new device, and then hit activate, and then you're done. On Visible by Verizon, eSIM activation is a little bit more secure. You sign into the Visible app, you choose to switch your device over to a new device on eSIM, put in the IMEI, and then you get text a security code from Visible, and you have to put that security code in to complete and begin the process of switching your eSIM to another device. Other companies require you to call in and make that change, and it's it's crazy. Let's see. T-Mobile is crooked according to SMT. T-Mobile has been busted for adding phone lines to an account without customers' permissions. Yes, you know who also is also guilty of doing that, even currently till today? Boost Mobile. Boost Mobile Prepaid is known to do stuff like this as well, right? So, you know, it's not just one company. You gotta really watch these companies. Like, I posted a tweet the other day. Okay, I'm gonna share this with you guys. I still call them tweets. I don't give a fuck if people want to call them X, whatever. But I posted this the other day, and I talked about how these carriers don't focus on their customer service branch. That they want to still do things the archaic way, the prehistoric way, focusing on metrics and not really focusing on customer experience, and not coming up with a new formula, both in store and over the phone customer service experience that could be the biggest difference between their company and other companies out there alike. And it's sad. It's really sad that that's really what it is nowadays. So being at what it is, like, I posted that, and it's literally come down to that. The whole thing with these companies and like the people that they hire and what do they do, right? And don't get me wrong, adding lines to an account it's not good at all, period. I'm not gonna say there's reasons behind it. It's not good at all. But there are a few determining factors of why this type of shit happens. Okay. The first one, and I'm not throwing it on consumers, but there are people who walk in, okay, and I've seen this firsthand. There are people who walk in and said carrier, whether it's an MNO or an MVNO, has a promotional deal. They want that promotional deal. They've got to have it, right? They call in the customer service because they find out that it's only for new line activation. So they call in the customer service to bitch out the rep. And, oh, how unfair is it? You guys are fucked up. I've been a loyal customer for 15 years and I can't get that deal. And, how dare you guys, only give it to new customers. They do this, right? Customers do this. Okay. I've been in the customer service telco industry for a long fucking time. I've heard everything in the book. And so when they're told that, sorry, we understand you are a loyal customer. You've been with us since, this date, and we appreciate your business and for being with us all these many years. This is a promotion that's only specifically given to new subscribers, but we do have promotions and deals in place for our loyal customers. I would be more than happy to go over each and every one of them to find one that basically you would be satisfied with. They don't like hearing that, so they hang up. So what happens? They continue the deal. They tell that rep, add a line. That's part of the time. The other part of the time is the rep says, hey, I got a solution for you that will get you that phone you want. All you got to do is add a line onto your account, and then you get the promo, you get the phone. Once the phone is activated, we can switch it and put it on your main line. And then all you got to do afterwards is wait 24 to 48 hours and then call customer care and cancel that new line, which causes all kinds of problems. Okay. So that's two reasons why these things happen, where a line is added. Because if that customer adds that new line to get that new phone on that promotional deal, and then they wait 24 hours, then they do a line switch between devices and put their new device on their original line and put the device they had on the original line on the new line. And then they wait another 24 hours and they call in the customer care and say, hey, yeah, that new line I added, I want to cancel it. Then the rep's got to tell them, if you cancel it, the price of the new phone you got on promotion is going to be billed to you, because the promotion required adding a new line of service and getting that phone free through monthly credits. So then the customer gets pissed off and cusses out the rep and hangs up on them. Then the customer calls back in and says, oh, I just checked my bill and there's a line on my account I never authorized. Now, because they said that, now we have to treat it a different way. We can't go and just straight up say, hey, I noticed that you got that new Galaxy S23 and you did it on a promotion. Like, no, Now we got to handle it as a different way. We got to handle it as a potential fraud case. So we have to alert our fraud team. We have to let that fraud team know what's going on. We have to put the case together and send it to our fraud team. We have to give a ticket number to the customer to let them know that we escalated it to a fraud team. We don't say it's the fraud team. We say that we escalated it, we have taken your case and we have submitted it to our escalations team. That's what we refer to them as, right? Because there are like 4 different departments that are basically escalations. One of them is a fraud department. One of them is tier 3 tech support. One of them is, billing, advanced billing, and retention. Those are 4 areas that's considered escalations. So it gets submitted to the fraud team. Fraud team's got to investigate and all this other stuff. And then you start hearing from customers that go to YouTube and message, people like Sneed, myself, Carlos, Technoid, and everybody. It starts telling them about, oh yeah, T-Mobile added lines to my account without my permission. And we take it as face value because they're willing to share their bill with us and say, yeah, see, they added this line. I don't have this line. And then we go and we report it on YouTube because we're only given the information from the customer, right? Do you see where it all starts to trickle down? So it's not always just that, which is crazy. It's not always just that. But T-Mobile's been known to do it. Boost Mobile's been known to do it. As far as adding lines that customers don't, Boost Mobile's been known to use a customer's information who has left the company to open an account for a new customer that may not have an ID or whatever they need to open an account. And they do this so they can get that activation, right? Because they get that activation, the line stays active for 90 days, they get a bonus. Okay. T-Mobile Home Internet will have poor performance because it's only allocated the bandwidth that mobile phone customers did not use for that day. I guess so. I mean, I'm using T-Mobile Home Internet right now to live stream this. So I guess. And T-Mobile's pretty popular in my city. On Reddit, people are saying TracFone deactivated their number for swapping SIMs. I've heard all kinds of crazy stuff when it comes to TracFone. So that's absolutely crazy. Hey, Tito, do you think 5G home internet is stable enough to use than regular internet providers? Yeah, it is. I'm live streaming on T-Mobile Home Internet right now. Like my router is right there. And it's got the SIM card inside of it and it's connected to T-Mobile basically their 5G ultra capacity. And it's running this live stream right now. This live stream is not going to be perfect. I'm not going to say that I'm streaming in 4K, but yeah. Sure. I'll run a speed test real quick. Let me just pull up a website. And I'll share it with you guys so you guys can see. Okay, let's share. So now my stream's starting to glitch out. There we go. Okay. Let's run a quick speed test. Let's see what we're pulling today. Some days it's good, some days it's crappy. Today is Is it all right? Some days I can pull like 700 down. Today I'm topping like 250. It looks like we got about 100 on the uplink. The ping is 38. The loaded ping is 151 down. The loaded uplink ping is 204. Yeah, so not bad. I hope that helps. Yeah, hope that helps out. So, yeah, that's my speed test. All the carriers have had to settle class action lawsuits for these kinds of hijinks. So you guys can read what I'm reading. Telecom companies are pretty slimy and have far too pervasive role in the US. Yeah, they do. They are literally they will use any underhanded trick, but that's also because, again, like I said, metrics, right? The biggest problem with the telco customer service side of any company, okay, I'm going to call them all out: AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, Boost Infinite, Boost Mobile, Cricket Wireless, Metro by T-Mobile, Mobile X, Google Fi, Tello, Hello Mobile, Walmart, Mobile Wireless, whatever. Walmart Family is what it's called, I believe. AT&T Prepaid, Verizon Prepaid, Visible. All these companies do underhanded tricks. They will all do underhanded tricks because they have unfair pressure put on them. Metrics, which is a dinosaur thing to really engage. Like, you're setting the bar and expecting everybody in your call center or remote home workers to hit this bar, thinking that that's going to provide the best customer service. Here's the thing. A good chunk of the customer service side of things, if your issue is dealt with quickly, I wouldn't celebrate right away. I wouldn't take to social media and say, oh my God, Metro got my phone working in under 30 minutes. No. Realistically, no. Because you don't know if they did like some sort of like ghetto Band-Aid patch to fix your problem, and your problem's going to, resurface within a few days. They're trying to hit a metric, right? They have to resolve a customer's issues under this amount of time or escalate it before that time limit, right? Most standard places is 15 minutes. You're allowed 15 minutes to basically troubleshoot and resolve a customer's issue. If you can't, by the time you reach at least the 12-minute mark, you should begin the escalation process for tier 2 to pick it up. Now, that sounds great, right? Like, okay, you can't fix my problem right now, escalate it to somebody else. But the problem with that is that it's escalated to somebody who is a 50-50 shot of actually giving a shit about your problem, or just looking at the ticket and saying, fuck, they have no data. They probably didn't do this right. They probably didn't do this right. And maybe that rep didn't check for this. So I'm just going to shoot them a fucking email and tell them this, and then boom, be done with it. And then you get that email that pisses you off because you're like, wait a minute, we fucking tried that. We went ahead and we did airplane mode. We double checked the APN. We reset the network settings. We did a full wipe on my phone, and it still didn't fix the problem. And then this jerk off from tier 2 is telling you, hey, if it's not actually working right now, you may want to consider wiping your device. Please do so, and then reach back to us in 24 hours if the issue continues. Now, what they don't tell you is that you're like, okay, you reply to the email, then you find out that no one's going to reply to you from the email that you got, that you replied to. What they're saying is to check back in with them is to fucking go right back through tier 1 customer care and have to explain to that next person everything you told to the first person who built the case for the tier 2 second person to read, who gave you that bullshit answer. Now you got to go and reiterate yourself to a whole new fucking person, so they understand exactly what you're going through. Then you got to hope to God that they understand what you're talking about, because if they perceive it differently, then they're going to like troubleshoot a whole different thing and then get right back to the root problem and be like, oh, okay, yeah, no, we have to escalate this again. That model of customer care by phone or in stores is prehistoric, dated bullshit. We need a new model that is centered and focused on customer, not giving customers everything they want. So if a customer calls and says, I didn't have data for 15 minutes, I want a $300 credit. Fuck you, dude. We're not giving you $300 for 15 minutes of lost data, okay? But we're going to make the customer center focused, though. We're going to focus on them. I honestly feel like we're going to focus on them. We need tier 1 reps to just handle the tier 1 bullshit. Quick explanations of the plan, quick explanations of the promo deal, quick explanations of how to activate, okay? If it's something that's intricate, the tier 2 people should be focused on that with no metrics governing them. That means if they have to stay on the fucking phone call for 6 hours with that customer, let them be on that call for 6 hours. Hey, I know there's not a lot of people that get these jobs and want to be on the phone with a customer for 6 hours going through fucking troubleshooting. I'm one of the people that will. I will spend my whole shift with you if you needed your phone fixed and I need to help you. If I punched in at 8 o'clock in the morning and I don't clock out till 5 o'clock, I'm punched in at 8 o'clock. I take your call. I will work with you from 8 o'clock until it's done. Because technically, at call centers, even though my end of day shift is 5 p.m., believe it or not, you guys may not know this, but a rep is not allowed to leave until they finish up with the call that they're on. So that means that if it takes me 10 hours to troubleshoot your issue, the company's paying me overtime. And I would gladly sit there and work with you and really work with you, not just sit there to milk money out of the company, but actually try to find a solution and fix your problems. I will take all the bullshit you throw at me. You can call me a fucking bastard. You can wish that all my dogs died. Whatever you want to say, you can say to me in that moment of anger. And if I fix your fucking problem, I guarantee that you're going to give me the best review. Yeah, it happened to me so many times. That's why I can speak so precise about it, because it's happened to me so many times. See, Neodang says, for me in the morning, I get 400 download speeds, and evening I get about 100. At night is like 150. Is that okay? I just got the internet. Yeah, that's fine. Believe it or not, doing basic things like getting on Facebook and Twitter does not require 150 megabits per second download speed. Okay, when you're only pulling up pages that are maybe like anywhere from 637 kilobytes, maybe to like 1 meg, you're just fine on that, right? When it comes to live streaming like this, the uplink is what counts. So you want that uplink to be very good. Anything higher than 10 megabits per second uplink is going to yield a stable live stream. Watching video at 100 to 150 to even 400, and you're watching it, say 720p, 1080p, you're good. You're good. An earthquake hit California Friday, caused Verizon to have nationwide outages. Yeah, I read a little bit about that. There's crazy stuff happening all around the world. California, Japan had one recently, and a little, I don't want to say a little, but tsunami. Man, there's been all kinds of stuff happening. I had to reboot my phone to fix the issue. Yeah, I mean, you got to reboot your phones. You got to hope that the cell sites are transmitting a frequency. All these things come into play. So yeah, definitely. And how crazy is it? Speaking of Carlos, have you guys followed him on Twitter to see what he posted about AI taking jobs? And this is absolutely true. This is something that even I'm worried about, because this actually targets my profession, my career, what I am good at. Okay, I'm not the golden boy of customer service. I know that there's other people out there that probably do a far better job at providing customer service than I do. And you know what? It is what it is, right? But I like to consider myself, somebody that's really good at it, an asset to a company. I will literally be that arrogant to say that. But it seems that a lot of companies are focused and shifting to artificial intelligence, that even my job is threatened, where I'm going to have to look at something else to be able to make ends meet. Because if AI takes over the basics of customer service, what company is not going to go with that? You mean to tell me that T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon is going to turn it down? The reason I say that is because when they hire people, the reason why that these call centers are actively hiring people every fucking month, it never ends. When I worked for Convergence, which had the Sprint contract to handle Sprint customer care and the retention, we were consistently hiring every month. Every month started a new training class. And it was always like clockwork. It started with 32 to 35 trainees. By second week, there was 21 to 22 trainees left. By third week, there was 17 trainees left. By fourth week, which was graduation week and going on into what they call OTJ, on the job training, or the OJT, on the job training, there would be maybe 15 reps go in, do the OJT. By the end of that 2-week OJT, when they finally were assigned a team and they joined their team to begin taking calls and working, there may be 9 people left. Then over the next 6 months being out of training, maybe you'll lose 2 more people from that training class. By the end of the first year for those trainees, maybe only 4 of them are left, right? So this is the revolving door of customer reps. They're always hiring new. And when you're hiring new people, there are some people who are afraid to talk to customers. Okay, I'm not joking. I'm not making fun of them. This is the absolute freaking truth. There are people who, even though they're on the phone, where they can't see you, they don't know what you look like, are automatically scared when the customer is mad and irate. You know, and call centers know this, right? They're quality control people who basically screen the calls and make sure the reps are doing everything they're supposed to do. They know, they give the feedback to the operations manager, who then gives the feedback to the team leaders or supervisors, who they give it to their assistant supervisors, because every team lead has what they call a special material expert, which is the person that actually takes the load, right? So when you call into a certain call center, like back then in Sprint, if you asked for a supervisor, you really weren't talking to a legit supervisor. You were talking to a special material expert, the person under the supervisor, who would take the supervisor requested calls and take all the complaints and getting yelled at. So with that being said, you know, there are people who are afraid. These companies know it. So if you had AI pretty much governing the customer service side of things, you don't have to worry about someone quitting. You don't have to worry about somebody making a huge mistake. You don't have to worry about a person being able to handle the volume, because the computer is going to fucking do it, right? Like right now, when you look at a bunch of companies out there, Boost Infinite, right? Mobile X, Google Fi, all these companies have like a chat app. Okay, now Mobile X gives you about the realest experience that you can get, yet there still is a form of AI that is governing it, right? You go on Visible, you start chatting, it gives you all these options you got to punch in. You punch in that option, right? Like you tap activation, you tap bill, you tap troubleshooting, and then the response that's given back is, say you choose troubleshooting. The response you get back is no data, no texting, no calls, text, data. Select one of those, and then it goes to the spiel, right? Like sometimes it's like a pain in the ass to say, hey, just give me a live chat rep. You have to go through hurdles. And the reason why they're doing that, they're actually testing out how well AI can handle it. Because if AI can handle a lot of things without the need of reaching out to a live chat rep, that means that majority chat reps, like Boost Infinite's chat reps they can easily lay off like thousands of them. Maybe only out of all the entire chat customer service rep team for Dish, basically for Boost Infinite Dish, they could lay off all of them and maybe just keep like 100 live chat reps to govern and make sure that the AI system is doing what it's supposed to be doing, and to correct any information that was provided that may not be related to the customer's issue, or even take over the chat when they just want to save the customer and try to get to all the issues. So there really wouldn't be a need for like 5,000 chat reps or 10,000 chat reps. They can fire 9,500 chat reps and keep only 500 of them. As far as by phone customer care, they can get rid of all of us, right? That sucks. That really sucks. You know what I mean? Like, if you're in the telco call center job right now, you may want to be trying to fast track your career and grow and either move up to like tier 4 tech support, quality control, team lead, operations manager, trainee, whatever the fuck it may be. You want to get the hell off that bottom area. Some people like the bottom area because they just want to punch in, they want to do the job, they want to punch out and go home. But when you got AI threatening to take that job from you, now you got to grow in your company. You got to have a position of importance now, because the base is going to be given to a fucking computer. That's going to be crazy as hell. Tom, what's up? AI cannot replace customer service. People like me want... Yeah, but I mean, see, this is where you get it wrong. You say AI cannot replace customer service because people like you want to be assisted by real people, and I agree with you. I want a real fucking person. Here's the problem: if you got AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and every cell provider, whether it's an MNO for it. And via now, if they all converted their customer service to an AI chat, what are you gonna do? Because you have no leverage now. You can't sit there and say, "Screw you guys, I'm gonna leave you for AT&T," because AT&T is doing the same thing. Can't go to Verizon because they're doing the same thing. Can't go to fucking T-Mobile, they're doing the same thing. You're like shit out of luck. And they're gonna do this because it saves on labor costs. Tito got yeah, no, man. I wish I owned the company. I wish it was my vodka company. First of all, I'd give you all a bottle for free for Christmas. Secondly, I would be living well off because people love to drink vodka. Like I'm not saying that like you're wrong, Michael. I'm not saying that at all whatsoever. Okay, what you're saying, a lot of people feel that way. Even today, do you know how many people complain on Reddit on the Visible thread? How they're so annoyed with having to just chat in. Like they want to talk to somebody on the phone, right? And you know what? The reason that they do this, the reason why they're looking to other methods too, is also because abuse by customers. Believe it or not, there's abuse by customers. There are people that are literally banned from a carrier because of the way that they have mistreated the customer service reps, right? I had to let a guy know, what was it, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago? I had to let a customer know that he was no longer allowed to call customer service, that there would be notations placed on his account, that if he calls in, we are immediately to just refer him to one of our stores and disconnect the call. And the reason why is because he spent his day calling into Sprint, hoping to get a female rep on the phone. If it was a male rep, he would hang up. And we started tracking his account, like this guy's calling in, and he's hanging up as soon as a rep answers him. So we kept watching his account furtherly, and then a girl was complaining that a guy was moaning on the call, and you can hear like wet splatting sounds. And so our QA team reviewed the call. Another girl got the same guy, heard the same thing, and we just figured out he was masturbating on the call with our female reps. So we put a note on his account. Anytime that he called, he had to go to a store. So even when he stopped that shit, it's on his account in hot notes, and the call comes through. You see it on hot notes, refer to store. So we would have a script. So the script went like this. Hi, thank you for calling Sprint customer care. Unfortunately, we are not able to service you at this time. We would recommend that you definitely take the time to go into one of our stores and have your issue resolved there by speaking to a rep in person. We appreciate the time. Enjoy the rest of your day, or have a great day, or whatever. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, don't matter. Did he please himself in the stores in front of, I don't know. I have no idea if he did. I doubt it, only just because, going into a store and trying to drop your pants, one, you're going to get snagged by police if they call the police. And two, there might be somebody in there that's offended and ends up whipping his ass. So, yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, so this is why they're going to AI. Because with AI, you don't have to worry about sexual harassment from a customer. You don't have to worry about abuse from a customer. You don't have to worry about a customer care rep being a wuss and caving to everything that a customer demands. You don't have to worry about theft to a degree. That alleviates somebody going and writing down the customer's last four of the credit card number and any other identifying information and then trying to open a credit card in the customer's name. I know this happened to Chester Bennington from Lincoln Park when I worked for Verizon. Not only did the lady stalk him because she was a big fan of Lincoln Park, so she would always find his account on Verizon and then get his new number that he would update it to. She also got information and got things in his name. I know because there was an agreement settled between Verizon and Chester that, avoided basically stepping into court in litigations. But yeah, there are crazy people that do that. You want a female AI bot so you can be stimulated. Don't they have those AI apps that you can create a girlfriend? I know I did a live stream talking about the dangers of that. But hey, maybe you can get that app and I know it was of one person was debating me saying that it was used for people that have like PTSD or people that are lonely, to which I understand that, but you can also go way beyond just companionship with an artificial intelligent avatar. You can go further than that with the app, but yeah, you can look into that. Some people do that. You look at everything today. Facebook, when you type a message on Facebook, it has a little bar at the bottom that says to let AI write out your post. You have an AI post creator in X. You have AI post creator in Threads. You have it's AI in Snapchat, AI in Instagram. It's going everywhere, right? AI in browsers. It's going everywhere. Dish won't fail because of the government. Yeah, they demanded, because technically we could have just had a 3 carrier party. We could have just had 3 carriers, but the FCC demanded there be a 4th carrier, and Dish owned spectrum they weren't using, so they had all the spectrum that they owned. Might as well put it into the telco. Plus, too, Dish knows that satellite TV is a failing system, right? Dish TV is failing. Their online streaming service Sling TV is failing. So yeah, the next step for them with all the spectrum that they bought over the years is to put it into the telco industry, which they're doing. Sometimes ChatGPT gives the wrong answers because it glitches out. Yeah, AI is like, I think so Google says that AI is like at a 97, 98% to be able to represent like human behaviorals through messaging, through speaking, right? As far as the intelligence itself, I want to say that AI is like what? Well, let's fuck it. I'm not gonna guess. Let's Google it. Okay, let's see. So AI is used in many industries, including healthcare, finance, retail, banking, logistics, entertainment, and manufacturing. Gotcha. I know it's used in a variety. And they're also in robotics, science, education, the military, surveillance. Let's see. Maybe I'm asking the wrong question here. Take that out and put. AI trained on large language models, still not very smart. So yeah, they're not very smart on language. AI can't learn how to load a dishwasher or reason like a child could. I was reading these top results from websites. That just struck me odd. Can't load a dishwasher. Like, okay. But where are we at sitting? Let's see. AI systems are now able to perform complex tasks such as language translation, image recognitions, and even some aspects of medical diagnosis with a high degree of accuracy. However, it's important to note that AI still has limitations and is not capable of general human-like intelligence. Okay, so like AI is not exactly there just yet, but give it a nice supercomputer with all that processing power to get all these good things going, and yeah, you can have Skynet, aka Genesis, and whatever else they're gonna call it. Yeah, it's very popular amongst those that travel, with RVs and stuff. But that's not a lot of people, right? That's maybe like 50,000 people, maybe best 100,000 people. Because I know that that's a lifestyle nowadays. I've been looking into that, just for the hell of it. But there's a lifestyle. People called hobos, standing for homeward bound, and there's people that's living in their cars. They convert their cars to a home. And they show people how they live inside their cars, how they're able to sleep, cook, be entertained while they're living in their car. Anything from like a small compact car to a truck to a van. They do all these projects to build out their vehicle and live inside of them. And of course, people are doing it because today everything costs so damn much. Rent costs so much. Like, I was tripping out because when I went to go visit my dad, we were looking at houses to rent in that town, and like a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom house, $750 a month. Like, that's way better than what it cost here in my city. In my city, for the same type of house, for like, living, it costs anywhere between $1,800 to $3,000 a month in rent. Most of us need to live in large cities where services, amenities, and infrastructure is plentiful. Yeah, but that also comes with a lot of the stuff that you don't like AI taking over jobs and stuff like that. I would like to see ChatGPT that only searches peer-reviewed journals. Currently, they rely on a lot of pretty lackluster content farms for data. Yeah. What's up with Helium Mobile? Don't know. It's not available in my area, so I can't really use it. But I'm also very sketchy about Helium Mobile because it is, like a person-to-person type connection. So what's to stop anybody from hacking into one person's phone and then spidering and wall crawling through everybody else's phone? Because that's one of the things about Helium Mobile that always had me on guard about them. I'll bring up their site so we can take a look at it. Like, I know people are very interested in them, and they go, they got this cool thing going on, and I think this is the right site. Could be. Let me find out. Okay. So I'll accept all. Only $20 a month. Join today. Unleash a mobile revolution. Fair, affordable, community connected. See, that's the problem that I really worry about. Unbeatably unlimited. We use a new kind of people-built network, which drastically saves cost and rewards our users with mobile tokens for sharing information about where they use their phones the most. Right? Here's a phone plans. So phone plans are boring, so we made ours awesome. Nationwide coverage, browse as much as you like, chat, post all day, unlimited text and calls, earn mobile tokens. Only $20. So simple. Helium Mobile is compatible with most modern phones and works nationwide. Our eSIM option can be delivered within seconds and is easily installed using the Helium Mobile app. They have pink, so I'm sure they're using T-Mobile. Create coverage, earn mobile. That's people power. Why the hell does that sound like John Laurinaitis? I can like, literally hear him saying this right now. Create coverage, earn mobile. That's people power. Fucking John Laurinaitis. If you guys don't know the reference to WWE, don't worry about it. But it says with Helium Mobile Hotspot, you can create your own wireless coverage. Deploy a hotspot where coverage is needed the most, and not only will your phone keep ding-a-linging, but you can earn mobile tokens when other people connect to it. So I just no. Own your city. Anyone can participate in creating mobile coverage for others to use and earn rewards. Helium Mobile seamlessly connects subscribers with dynamic coverage, a unique combination of people-powered coverage and the nation's largest 5G network. Our fans are rabid. And these are the people that have been posting and talking about, some that were on the early beta and were only like, see, works everywhere I go. $5 a month is the best deal I got this year. Like, there were people that were on the early beta, which was $5 a month. Now their plan's at $20. But see, the problem with this is that it's like a mesh connection. Now, if I was smart enough to hack one person's phone, say like somebody lived in Miami, 17 people lived in Miami, 17 people were acting as hotspotting to other customers, so that way they could link up on somebody's phone for coverage. If 17 people are acting as a hotspot connection for other customers to connect to, and there's like 35,000 customers connected to them in the city of Miami, and I was smart enough to crack one of those phones and get in and then wall crawl through everybody's connection, I would have the ability to plant malware onto your phone that will cipher all your banking info, your social media infos, right? You wouldn't even know. If I used a program that was a drill attack that would drill into your software and then cover its own track so it becomes untraceable to any type of virus scanner or malware detector, you're fucked. Because now my shit is in your phone and you can't even find it. And then I'm grabbing all your information. And then you wonder, how the hell did you get a credit card in your name? Or how did your SIM card get moved to another device? Like, this is my problem, because VolkFi, if you guys remember them, VolkFi was doing the same thing. I don't think they're really even doing anything anymore. Yeah, VolkFi is gone. Website's not even up. Yeah, they don't have a website anymore. VolkFi website's officially dead. It says Reddit user. What's up, VTech? So yeah, VolkFi was gonna do the same thing, fucking network mesh sharing, and that is my only concern. That is absolutely my concern when it comes to Helium Mobile. Is like, yes, the pricing is awesome. You know, you have all these things that you can do. It's got this nice flashy website, you know, with the nice bright colors to attract you and everything like that. But then, you know, you're going to be asked to share your connection. Also, connection results will be mixed. Yes, absolutely. Everyone's not going to have a consistent connection. You know, so yeah, that's the problem with Helium Mobile. Like, great idea. Obviously, anything that would save people money, I'm all for it, right? I mean, there's a reason why I push Mobile X for people that don't use a lot of data and want to save money, is because you're going to get your savings through Mobile X. I recommend it to anyone that wants to save money and is mostly reliant on home Wi-Fi. Yeah, you can have yourself a freaking $6, $7 monthly bill. But this, well, this, you know, is only $20, okay? And let me see. Yeah, I don't want to put in my email. But yeah, you would go to like to see if they have coverage in your area. I know there's no coverage in my area. I took a look at it like a month ago, and they were like, "We're not in your area just yet, so we'll send you an email once we have active coverage in your area." I was like, cool. Except that I'm not going to sign up, because I don't want my devices connected to anything that is, you know, that anyone can just, any smart person can literally break into and be able to just to do this. And some people may think, you know, Tito, fuck, man, 2024, you're on conspiracy theories and you're fucking crazy. But no, there are smart people that can use something like this and can literally gain access to your phones and to everyone's phones that's connected to you. It's very absolutely real and absolutely possible. Absolutely crazy. So Helium Mobile, if you intend to sign up for it and not be a contributor to letting other Helium customers connect to your phone for data connection, I think you're good. I think you're good on $20 a month. Of course, it even says it right here. Data is unlimited, but you may experience slowdowns after 30 gigs of data usage. Tethering is limited to 5 gigabytes a month. So you only get 5 gigabytes of hotspot and you get 30 gigs of high-speed data before you're throttled. I'll just stick to Boost Infinite. Yes, I restarted the Boost Infinite service, and I'm on the T-Mobile side, which gives me unlimited talk and text, 35 gigs of high-speed data, but I got Speed Pass on it for an additional $10, so I get 55 gigs of high-speed data connection. My kids, they're on Mobile X, saving money on their phone bills. I got the Boost Mobile prepaid line on the iPhone 10, and because I traveled, I opened up 2 visible lines, which I'm gonna let those go at the end of the month when they're set to renew. I'm just gonna cancel them out. But yeah, Google Fi. Oh man, Google Fi. Ooh. Yeah, I was with them. Everything was going just fine, just fine. But then, yeah, they tried to lock my Pixel 7, and they try to put this thing of like it's blacklisted. I don't know what it is with Google Fi and my name, so I know if I'm ever gonna open another Google Fi account, I'm not gonna do it in my name or my address because I feel like that they have me on their scope. So yeah, but I mean, I'm not really going to be testing out mobile service providers. I mean, if I give any type of valuable point, it's going to be on my daughter's experience with Mobile X. It's going to be on my experience with Boost Infinite and Boost Mobile, and that's that. Done. Network copy. And as far as smart technology, I'm really debating if I'm going to get the Amazfit BIP 5 or if I'm going to get the Amazfit GTR Mini. I know I'm going to update to a newer Amazfit. This is the BIP U Pro. I love this watch. I mean, cheap, yes. Doesn't have all the intricate shit like Apple Watch and Pixel Watch. I get it, but it reads a lot of my things that I need, like my stress levels, my heart rate. It gets a good amount of accurate measurement of my sleep. All good things, right? And with the Zepp app, it's not a monthly subscription I got to pay to get all that. Like on Fitbit, I would have to pay premium to get 30% of the information that's given to me for free on my Amazfit. So I want to get a new watch with updated UI and everything on the Amazfit. So I think the GTR Mini is the one I'm going to get. I really like the way that it looks, but the BIP 5 seems pretty good too. It's got a bigger display than my BIP U Pro, and it does have mic and speaker to take phone calls from the wrist. So that's pretty decent. And I'll probably talk more about Amazfit down the road. I know some of you guys aren't interested in it because I've popped videos about the Amazfit BIP U Pro and what I think about this fitness tracker smartwatch, and it's gotten very low views. Shout out to everyone that gave me fucking tons of views on the damn iPhone 12 video and the Pixel 7 video, right? My beginning videos of 2024, close to 1,000 views. Thank you guys so much for that. You guys fucking rock. You guys are awesome, and I love you guys for it. I was blown the fuck away when I saw that. Holy shit. My reviews on phones are getting ton of good views, because I'm normally averaging 100 views, maybe 150, but in the last month, my videos, the end of 2023 videos I did on my phones got 300, 400, 500, 1,000 views. And then the start of 2024, starting off with the iPhone 12 and the Pixel 7 video, that got a bunch of views. And fuck, man, thank you all for that. I really appreciate that. And I will keep doing that, as well as showing you guys my journey into being a photographer that uses smartphones. Currently, right now, my daily driver device is my Galaxy A53. I'm using that since it's now on Android 14, and Android 14 has smoothed out a lot of bugs with the Galaxy A53. It's a much, much smoother experience. Alongside the Galaxy A53 is my iPhone 12 that I am using, and also alongside both of those is my Pixel 6a that I'm using. Shout out to my dad, who he enjoys his Pixel 6a. I helped him set up a few configurations for him on it. Shout out to BTech for that Pixel 6a. And yeah, my dad's enjoying the hell out of it. So, but yeah, I think that's pretty much all that I have for you guys today. I'm gonna let you guys go. Happy Saturday to everyone. Is today Saturday? Dude, I don't even know my days anymore. Oh, it is, yeah. Happy Saturday to everybody. How's the battery life on the Galaxy A53? It is awesome. I get about a day and a half when I basically use it, but because I use this for a lot of content creating, right? I've been using it alongside my little gun phone mount with shotgun mic, and just have it sitting right there. And yeah, it'll kill the battery in one day. But if I'm just using it for social media and stuff like that, it will give me about a day and a half to almost 2 days on a single charge. Of course, if you do things like if you apply like a theme that's animated, right? Like I'll put like a Christmas theme on there, and that'll drain the battery pretty quickly. Right now, I don't have a theme. I have this really fucking cool ass wallpaper that has Shredder, Cobra Commander, and Skeletor. Kind of like in just like the old school hip hop, attire, right? If I could be anybody in this photo, I would be the Shredder, aka Orokusaki, leader of the Foot Clan. But that's for another story time. I'm gonna let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. So definitely, thank you guys so much for coming in and hanging out with me. Appreciate you guys. Much love. You too as well, Brian. Have a great weekend yourself. Thank you guys for always being active on my live streams and on my videos. I appreciate you guys for all the comments and everything. 2023 was a fucking banging year, and let's make 2024 even more. I can't do this alone. I need you guys. I need your help. As always, this channel ain't shit without you guys. So, you know what? Golly, I hope these ideas I have for 2024 play out, because then I'll be able to give something back to people. And that's kind of like what I'm focused for 2024 is giving back to you guys for all the years of support. So y'all be good. Stay blessed. Love, peace, chicken grease, and everything in between. Quesadillas all around. And you guys have a great rest of your week.